Hello, we're live here on YouTube and Facebook using this fabulous, fabulous platform, StreamYard. I can't say enough of the wonderful things about StreamYard. I absolutely feel so supported with this platform because I get to share it with Facebook on two groups plus YouTube. Hey, Martine, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I would love you to come in and say hello in the comments. Yes, I'm live introducing everyone to being part of the rise to the Goddess Collective. Yes, I am so happy to be on StreamYard, Martine. Thank you for sharing StreamYard with me and Jessa and all of your amazing followers and clients and collaborators. They must just love this platform. I love it. And I can't just say enough about it. I definitely think that I should do a commercial for them. So what I want to talk about today is how you can too be part of this amazing rise to the Goddess Collective. So I just realized I haven't even introduced myself. I am Michelle Julian. I am the creator of the Rise to the Goddess Collective YouTube channel. It's been many, many years in the making and many, many lifetimes of wisdom and understanding, and truly, truly feel so honored to be here on this planet with you at this time. We all need to raise our consciousness as high as we can. And the reason why we need to do this is because we all need each other. We do. It's for the greater good. It's for humanity. And it's my own awakening that I had as a child with a near-death experience that woke me up. It woke me up. I had that come to Jesus moment, and I tell you, because being a Christian, I was taught about Jesus and how Jesus would always be there for you. So what happened was I had a bicycle accident and I slit my neck and I ended up with 64 stitches, and I had that conversation with God because I was unconscious. So my subconscious went and talked to God, and he told me, because I saw the big white angels coming out from Jesus, and he said, it's not your time. You have many things to do, and the things that you have to do are going to change the world. You are going to be part of the joy, the light, and you are going to get married, you're going to have a child, and you're going to travel the world. It's not your time. You're okay. And then I woke up in the ambulance, and then a priest was standing over me, and he immediately said, no, I'm not giving you your last rites. You're going to be okay. And he was right 64 stitches later. I have a huge scar on my neck, and you can see it actually pulls my chin a little bit, which is just a reminder. Every day, it's just a reminder that I'm lucky to still be here on this planet Earth. And I just want to serve you and help you rise up with a conscious mind, with a conscious manifestation mission. For me, my mission is about activating you to help you be that next level version, the version of you that's always wanting to show up. And right now, it's all about pivoting, right? Because showing up the way you've always shown up before is not going to be the same. And we've actually accepted this, I think. I don't think we're in denial anymore. Believe me, I went through those stages of grief and denial. And I was so lucky. I ended up meeting and collaborating and creating with this amazing, amazing mentor, Jessa Grace, who I am going to bring on to the YouTube channel because I want to show you that you too can collaborate and raise your vibration together. You do not have to feel like you are competing or you are comparing yourself to the other person or feeling like an imposter because, wait a minute, isn't that what I just said? Or maybe did I hear that from somebody and I took it from them? This happens because we all know what we know and we all don't know a lot of things, okay? So that's why it's great to align yourself with another goddess that can be your mirror and can be your synthesizer to help you shine your light, have your light be activated so you don't have to feel like that imposter syndrome. Head on with your eyes wide open, ready for that ride, ready for that wake up. I know that that's what I am here. That is my purpose because I am a product of awakened Julian energy. Our whole family are entrepreneurs, okay? We don't like to work for people. We've worked for people. Trust me, we did it that way. And we learned that we'd always find out a better way to do whatever it was that we were doing. And we were the game changers. So you need to really honor and allow your strength to shine along with others and not feel like there's not this embodiment of synergy because you're thinking, oh, I'm being too much, right? Because your too muchness is actually your gift. And allowing your too muchness to be exactly what it is and exactly let it be what it needs to become. And that's where we're going to lead into the being and the becoming oracle creator of the deck, being and becoming the goddess. Here it is. Here it is. Here is the reveal. Here is the reveal, people. Okay? This is my very first being and becoming the goddess oracle deck. And it was designed by Martine DeLuna and Jessa Grace. Martine is the illustrator beautifier, and Jessa, who will be coming on real soon, she will be coming on soon, so don't worry, don't fret. I know you all want to see her. She's coming, okay? So Jessa, she actually helped me channel this wisdom by giving me and creating a space of sovereignty, equanimity, and grace, and shining her light and her patience on me. Because trust me, she had to be patient with me because, man, oh man, I just kept trying to figure things out in the process of figuring it out. And believe me, when you are in that birthing process where you are becoming pregnant with an idea, you go through all those stages as if you actually have a baby inside of you. So trust me, it was intense, exciting, and scary at the same time. But then we got to that, we went through the 3 trimesters, right? I mean, I have a baby now and she's 38, believe it or not. And actually, no, she's 37. And don't give her another age, she wouldn't like that. She's 37 and she has a grandson, right? And he's only 2. And so I get to be a grandmother now. And actually, Wyatt is in one of these cards. He has an actual download that he channeled to me. And I actually put his name on this card. So now these beautiful cards, can I just show them again? These beautiful cards, are they not so beautiful? These beautiful cards have my grandson in there, and that's going to be his legacy, and he can show it to his children. So I'm not going to bore you with all this boring talk about my grandson because you know how grandmothers are. I'm going to bring Jessa Grace on so I can introduce you to one of the most amazing mentors and collaborators so we can talk about our open house that we are going to launch super soon. I know you're super excited just as much as I am. You should be, because it's going to literally blow you out and blow your mind. So here we are. We're going to ask Jessa to come on. Hello, Jessa. Are you here?
Hi.
Jessa, thank you so much for coming on to my launch for my live to introduce this amazing YouTube channel of Rise the Goddess Collective Consciousness.
I love it. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. Like a proud mama. This is so
You are you're like the younger sister, really. Come on. You're like my younger sister. You're not the older sister, although your wisdom is wise beyond your years. So I think that you really should just tell the story of how we ended up creating this amazing becoming goddess
Wow.
deck.
It is definitely one of my favorite client stories. We started over 2 years ago now, right? Just about 2 years ago, maybe, give or take. And you simply came to me in the beginning to just rewire a little bit. Like, I want to get away from this and more towards this, and I want more of this and less of that. And I was like, all right, let's assimilate, let's alchemize some of this and turn it into that. And we did that, and it was great. And then the pandemic happened, and you were like, okay, we need to start this. Let's just reset. Let's reset here. What do I do? What do I do? I can't touch people now. What do I do? So we started that process. And initially we had a whole nother idea, which we're still going to birth. Definitely going to be piggybacking off of this, but we were going to do one project. And then all of a sudden the deck came in. And I was like, really? 2 years ago, I told you, you have a deck in you. And you were like, no, well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. And so you said you wanted to do it. And I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do this. And what did it take? A month?
No, it took 2 months.
2 months. Okay, so it took a month from once we finalized what they were going to be into turning it into a tangible product for you that you can give to everyone. With Martine's help, she's amazing. Anybody who's making a deck and needs their artwork done, go to Martine. It's just, she's beautiful. She understands it. She channels with you. It's amazing. Our process together as the three of us has been incredible. And working with you personally in our one-on-one sessions with the decks, helping you to open that space for yourself, to honor that channel that you are, to say, you know what, you can say no to that. Did you not know that you could say no to that? You don't have to do that either. You don't have to do that. And just helping you to honor that you literally have everything that you need. You don't need to go learn something, download something, go do this or grab that. It's all in there. It's all in there. You've done the work. Now it's time to birth something. And that was your clicking point. Once you actually really held on to that, it exploded. It happened so fast after that. It was weeks within that moment that it was done, like in your hands. It was so amazing to watch. So beautiful to see. And I didn't do anything. All I did was say, hey, you're awesome. You got this. You go do it. I love it more than that, but that was the gist of it.
Yeah, trust me, audience. She always downplays how she's like, oh, you've got this. Okay, I'll talk to you later. And you're like, I do? Okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. And then I will just shut down the Zoom thing and I'm like, oh my God, wait a minute. What exactly do I have?
It's more of a process. It's a little bit more involved. We've only got a little bit here.
Yeah.
The Cliff Notes version of it was you were able to open yourself up to yourself, your truth, your light, your dark, your masculine, your feminine, and channel all of that into these cards. And oh my gosh, if you're listening to this, every single card is going to make you be like, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're epic. It's amazing. I have my own deck that I created and I still go to hers at times. I'm like, I need to go deeper. It's amazing.
I love your deck. Your deck is very epic too.
They're very different. And I like that we did them at the same time.
Yeah.
But, yours is much more in depth. Like really go in and sink into the truth of you. And mine is more like, hey, this is a prerogative. Is it? Is it not? Where are you on the scale of 1 to 10 kind of thing? Yours is much more alchemizing.
Mm-hmm.
And mine is much more action oriented. Like, hey, go do that thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. Mine definitely is more alchemizing and more of a take this process and take this tip and take this wisdom and take this science and then bring it all together and allow it to really kind of transmute into that passion.
And with the map as well. Oh my gosh. The map. The map. I'm just going to say the map. The map. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. And the way that Martine made the two different versions, oh my gosh. It's amazing. The masculine and feminine, depending where you're feeling, where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, yes. And I feel so excited about that divine wisdom map for me to give that as a gift for anyone that pre-orders the Oracle deck now in the next 2 weeks, because God, can you believe it's already October 14th? It's going to be November, and before you know it's going to be December, and then it will be Christmas time, holiday time. And we all know what happens is like we start running around thinking, what am I going to do for a gift? And we're all going to be doing Amazon. So we might as well just buy from each other.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I already put it up on my page. I'm not buying from Amazon for the holidays. What do you all got for kids? They're 5 and 7. If you've got anything for 5 and 7-year-old boys,
yeah,
my way.
Yeah, definitely. Don't buy on. I shouldn't probably put this on YouTube because then they'll probably ban me. Save that comment later. Yeah, you should still go to Amazon for the books.
The books, yes. I know that some of my favorite authors are still selling on Amazon as well. We both have been reading the Mosaic and that sort of thing. So
right. Yeah, and the audios too. You can get an audio. You can get the digital version on Amazon. Makes it really easy. The quick click, so you can have that in your little library. So you can keep kind of feeding your personal wisdom.
You have to keep growing. You can't alchemize unless you grow.
Right.
You have to keep moving.
Right. It's so critical. So that's why I've decided, and I shared this with you earlier, that I have now elevated my vibration of understanding, not my ego, that I am the goddess alchemist.
I love it.
I'm just going to own it. I'm owning it now. I'm owning it on YouTube. I'm going to just
do every time we talk, whether it's something about, what's going on with the kids. He wants a hug. 1 second.
Yes, you must hug him.
Give me a hug.
That's a immediate must.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Hi, sweetie.
Yes. We have one. 1 second. He wants a piece of cheese. What? I knew that was going to happen.
I just put it in there.
And they're like, no. What were we talking about even?
We were talking about how you said that every time we have a conversation.
Oh, yes. Anytime that there's something going on, whether it's on your side or my side, we alchemize together.
Mm-hmm.
We take a little bit of your wisdom and a little bit of my wisdom, we put it together, and we turn our situation, whether it's your situation or my situation, we turn it into something completely different. And we walk away feeling like, wow, I'm actually really glad that happened. Instead of, oh no, this is really not good. Annoying or whatever it might be. And we're able to, I know that for me, I feel you alchemizing me, even when we're not talking. You're sending me energy. You're sending me, you're like, oh, I'm feeling that she's a little stressed. Like just this morning, You're like, you know what? My intention for you for today is for your day to not suck like it did yesterday. You sent me that voice message, and it just immediately, like, you know what? That's right. Let's go for a walk, boys. Let's do this. So alchemizing is definitely something that you do naturally, that other people have to like do very intentionally and painfully. A lot of people who are in their awakening, alchemization means going into their dark side and doing the shadow work and all of these not so fun but still necessary things. But for people like you and I, we just do it. It's part of our own ecosystem that we have, how we serve even. So I think it's perfect for you.
Yeah, I really feel like it's just the perfect word, because as a goddess, I'm working always with all the spiritual animals and the guides and my own personal wisdom of experience. And that's like years of experience. I like, my husband says, he goes, why do you have to let everyone know that you have years of experience? I said, because with wisdom comes experience, right? Like,
and vice versa.
Right. So it's important for people to know that I'm not 12.
I think no, nobody thinks you're 12. All right, so on that, let me flip the script just for a second here.
Sure.
I want you to share. I know the answer to this, but I want you to share as your launch. I want you to share with everybody what alchemy is to you.
Okay, so what alchemy is to me is being a conscious leader that wants other people to gather in a collective consciousness community and raise up all of their wisdom together without any competition or feeling lack. There's not enough to go around. And so for me, that's what I want to do. I see a vision of many retreats, and the retreats will be all over the world in amazing countries, because we know this pandemic thing is going to end. It's not going to be here forever. You know that I want to go to islands and deserts with you.
Yes. I have all the visas covered. We're fine.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So it's just taking that, being aware, self-aware. We're all self-aware. It's just having the self-reflection and taking that self-reflection of our gifts and power that we can become. We can become that state of collective consciousness with this spiritual like flavor or synergy, psychically tapping in to each other.
Yeah, that's it. Tapping into each other. So I tap into you, you tap into me, we both tap into Martine. We just kind of have this like dance that we do where it's nobody's taking, nobody's giving too much. We're doing just this beautiful, like it's like a painting almost. We all just kind of give and receive without asking or giving even. Like I'm just here, available. You all, you know it, and you're there, and you're available, and I know it. I don't even have to ask you for anything. I just know that your energy is coming to me, and you know that my energy is going to you. And just that, for me, that kind of alchemy that goes on between people and energies is so, oh my gosh, I'm getting God bumps.
I know, I get like chills up my arms when we talk about this stuff. It's like,
just
woo.
the idea that we can alchemize individually and, do our thing and like turn something negative into something positive, but to do it as a collective.
Right.
It is so, it's a lot of moving pieces, but if those moving pieces are moving like clocks, like clock pieces, you can change a paradigm.
Right.
If you can change it for your own collective, you can change it for the rest of the world.
Right. And that's really your purpose work, is for the greater good. And I just have to say, when I first met Jessa many years ago,
she thought I was crazy, everyone. Just letting you know. She thought I was crazy. She's like, oh, that's cute.
I literally, it wasn't that I thought you were crazy. I thought your idea of having all of this like opportunity to learn online in a free kind of way was very altruistic.
My thing, I'm an altruist.
Okay. And my question was, is it sustainable? Right? That was my question as I would watch. I loved your energy. I loved like what you were standing for. And I knew you were coming from your heart place of your heart. But I just couldn't see how that could work comparing, right? Because I was in that comparing syndrome of other people online doing it a certain way. So, how was it that you knew that you could do it and have the confidence and pull it off? How did you know? How did you know that you could do that?
I just did. I chose it. It's not a knowing, it's a choosing.
Ah, I love that. What do you mean by that? It's not a knowing, but it's a choosing.
Well, I chose it because I didn't like what I saw. I popped onto the exclusively online world. I chose to become the digital nomad and island hop and all of that. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to do this. And I was looking around and talking to other people and just seeing how they were doing it, how I kind of reverse engineer what's happening. And I was like, oh God, I'm not doing that. I would never say that. Are you kidding me? That person just asked me to mortgage my house. What? No, I am not doing that. I'm going to do it the opposite way. And the fact that I was strong enough in my own conviction, and not that that doesn't feel good for me. I don't want to do that, but it was like, that is wrong. No, no, no. This is no. Rather than, oh, I don't really like doing sales calls and it's uncomfortable for me. This was beyond that. This was the hardest kind of no. It's like, no, I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to do it some way else. I'm going to figure this out. And as I stood in my conviction and kept reaffirming that conviction and reaffirming and reaffirming, and every time a hater from the other side of the tracks would come up against me, be like, who do you think you are? That's not how it's done. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. And I'll make sure you do. And I'm gonna talk smack about you and all of that. The more I was in my conviction and in my flow, when you're in your truth, your own internal truth, it could be the most ridiculous thing, which it was. It was the most ridiculous thing. But if you stay in your truth, your authenticity, and in your flow, it doesn't matter how crazy it can be. If I really, 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 really wanted a unicorn, I could make that happen. I don't want one because I hear that they make a lot of mess. But I could do that if I really, 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 really wanted it. Something like a unicorn even would happen. And I was just staying in it and doing it and going and speaking my truth, sharing my truth. Just like other people who do negative smear campaigns and everything, I did the same thing, but on the light side of it. I took the darkness and said, I'm alchemizing this and turning it into something that doesn't exist, that is better.
I like that. So you took the darkness and made, say that again?
I just balanced it. I just made something light out of the dark that I didn't want. Like, okay, see that? I don't like it. It feels yuck, ew.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would never say that. I would never do that. I would never put a picture up like that. I would never post something like that. No. The funnels and the manipulation and all of that. I'm not doing any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing these pitch sessions. I'm not going to pitch anything. I'm just, no, not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned it around, and the louder I got about it, and from the deeper parts of my own truth I came from, and just kept going. And I kept talking about it. I kept doing it. I kept sharing it. I kept showing in real time. I am doing this. This is happening. This isn't an idea. This is a reality. Let's do it. Are you going to do it? You do it? And then everybody was like, what? That's a thing? When any one of the people who followed me could have created the same thing themselves. But what I'm helping them do is to create their own paradigms, just like I created my own.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's not my paradigm that they're creating. I'm just giving them mine, so it's just like a launching pad, just like what you've done. You took my paradigm and you created a launching pad, and you've got something that is just so unique. I've never seen anything like it. It's amazing.
I know. Remember when I said to you, I'm doing research on connecting all of the mantras and affirmations and having them be integrated into the full moon cycles and into the chakras and into our spirit wisdom animals
And the crystals.
and the crystals. And I said to you, I can't find anything that helps me create this map. And you're like, welcome to
the paradigm.
welcome to the paradigm. Enjoy the journey. And I was like, yes, you know what? And I was so listening to one of our otters the other day. And I remember it was the very first otter. And I was talking about my like aha moment of the bridge. You know how you build the bridge with
those
our
bridge questions are so
bridge
important.
questions,
You have
right?
to question yourself every step of the way, but the right questions, bridge questions. You have to ask yourself healthy, growing, honest questions. We should make a list. We should share that list.
Yeah, I think we definitely should, because it's a really good exercise to do, because it helps you gain clarity of really what it is that you understand that you're bringing out, so other people can learn that same tool, so they can do their own integration of their own wisdom that they're going to receive with what I do with this channeling. Because what I do with this channeling is I'm activating you to call on that highest self energy. It's a higher vibration than our everyday vibration. We actually can't stay in that high vibration. And I was reading about this with another woman, and I'm drawing a blank on her name, but what she was saying is the light workers and your highest self energy needs to stay in that high vibration. It can't come into our material world because it gets depleted. And in order for it to come to you and lighten your own load, it requires that energy to stay over here. It's always here. It's always hovering around you. And we always have that other low vibration energy here as well, which you could call darkness, or you could call it confusion or overstimulation.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Overstimulation is better. I feel like darkness is something that is more something that is kind of ingrained. Whether you are light or confused or whatever, we always have a choice. Are we gonna just in a conversation I had earlier today, there's the Native American parable of, do you feed the good or the bad? You're gonna feed which wolf are you going to feed? The positive or the negative? The one that you feed is going to be the one that wins, the light or the dark. So it's a feeding frenzy that's going on in people who are in their awakening process.
True.
If they're not awakened, then the dark one is going to get fed, and they're just going to be, you know, consumers and lazy and just, you know, all of that. But when you're going through this awakening process, there's this feeding frenzy between the both. And then even now, where you and I are, we both are calling each other and like, oh, my dark wolf, help, starve him out, please. So I think that just the knowing. I think the darkness is more of a knowing, just acknowledging your weaknesses, acknowledging your fears, acknowledging your triggers, acknowledging the truths of some of the things that have happened in your life that have shaped some of the not so great experiences that you create for yourself because of them. Taking that responsibility, that's important.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so kind of great about what we are all wanting to align with, like you and Martine. We want to align all of our ideas and respect each other's wisdom and opinion, and know that we're not the only ones that know things, or
right. We're not the only enlightened people on the planet.
Right. We don't know everything, and we are just, you know, we're just really above average, obviously. We're above average, but we are just human. We're human beings. We have our flaws. We are never, ever going to be that guru.
Oh, yeah, we all come with quirks.
We come with quirks, and basically our mission is very similar. It's just I come at it from a more mindfulness, meditation, grounding, feminine energy, and that is now getting all mixed in a nice pot for our retreat. And then
the retreat, I'm excited.
Yeah, and then Jessa's energy is greater good. Let's do it.
Go.
You know, let's go. She's
go.
always saying, and she reminds me of my brother, who is, you know, the oldest in the family. My brother's energy is always saying, get it done, let's go.
Yeah.
He had to do that with 3 girls all around him.
Really?
You know, trying to get all primpy.
Maybe it's a good thing I'm an orphan. I might have just made everybody crazy.
Like all primpy. Wait a minute, I gotta get my bag and gotta get my lipstick and gotta. And my brother would be like, we've got to get this done. Let's go. Okay. The car's out there waiting. Let's go. No more brushing your hair. Okay. He was so like that. And you kind of remind me of that. You're like, this is great. Enough chatting. Now we're going to have a strategy.
Let's make some action plan, at least.
And that's great. And that's why collaborating with the right person or peoples or community is critical. And how do you do this?
Yeah.
Discernment.
Discernment is so big, but I will say that I have learned that I need a little bit less discernment in my most recent awakening stages, because I'm attracting. I didn't look for you. I didn't look for Martine. You both literally landed in my lap. And I was like, yes, yes, this fits. Yes. And it's great. So I really want to share with everybody the open house.
Okay, excellent. All right, do you want me to show it? How do we show it?
I think if we just put a link in the description, I think that would be the best.
Oh, you know what? I think I might even have a picture. Do you want me to show that picture?
Sure. Yeah.
I think I'll bring.
That Martine sent to me, but I don't think I can share from my screen here.
I think I actually have it on my phone in camera. in the camera. I took a picture of it, and I think it came out. Let's see.
Yeah, what Martine made is gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It's the Sovereign Goddess Doula Open House Experience.
So while she's looking for the picture, everybody, so Martine is not here. She's here in the comments. I think I saw her.
Yes.
The three of us, we spent the last 4, 5 months just kind of being together, creating together, doing together. There she is. Yay. And we just kind of were like, this seems kind of unfair to not share, because the fact that we're able to be in a pandemic, me, newly single mom, I mean, Michelle just completely revamping everything. Martine, her lockdown is like lockdown. If you're here in the States, you don't know what lockdown is. Trust me, it is not like what she's going through with all of her family members. And we're still thriving. We're still innovating. We're still growing. We're still pivoting even. What? The fact that the three of us are still able to do this, we're just like, okay, how can we share this? Because this alchemy, this soup, this cauldron, whatever you want to call it, is gold. It is gold. Like,
yes.
thousands and thousands of dollars have been made in this pot. So,
exactly.
and during a lockdown.
Exactly.
So we want to share it with all of you. So what we've decided to do is what we're calling an open house, which I think is great. It's not a challenge or a master class or anything like that. I think, I have one of us said open house. And I was like, yes, that's great, because you just come, browse, look around, see if it's for you. You want some of this energy? We've got it for you. We have it for you. And it's not going to just be like a free for all, like a summit that sometimes you see where there's like 80 people and you don't know who to listen to. It's just the three of us. We're here to give you what it is that you need to go from, I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but I like the way it feels, to, wow, I just did that. I did that. Look at what I just did. And the three of us are going to help you do it. So Michelle's going to start the party with her activation. So it's all an activation. The three of us are going to activate you in our own different ways. She's going to activate your inner self, your inner goddess, the one who's going to say, I can, I should, I will. That's what she's going to do. And then I'm going to say, okay, now you can, you should, and will do what? I'm going to help you innovate. I'm going to help you pull out of yourself that truth, your dharma, your dogma, your need. What is it that you are here to give? I'm going to help you pull that out of yourself and create an idea. At least. A lot of times I do this with people and they come out with more than idea. They come up with program. Got this, got that over there. But something that's going to make you fill your cup as you are filling other people's cups. The game of cups, right? So I'm going to help you. Once you say, yes, I can, I'm going to say, okay, now you will do whatever this is. And I'm going to help you pull that out of yourself. It's going to seep out of you like sap. Your truth is just going to start coming out of you to the point where you can't not talk about it. And then Martine is going to come and help you actually birth it. Yes, I can give you the ideas and the tools and the directions and the mirroring and the reflections and everything you need to come up with that $1 million idea. But Martine's magic is saying, okay, now that you've come up with the idea, I'm going to hold your hand and make sure that you follow through with it. And she's going to give you the beauty around it as well. She's going to mirror back to you the beauty of it. I'm going to give you the truth of it, and Martine's going to give you the beauty of it, so that you not only trust it, but you love it. And I think that between the three of us, this is a huge opportunity. Huge opportunity. We're doing it November 6th, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, we lost Michelle. I think I'm the only one on the show now. Hey everybody, I'm on Michelle's YouTube channel. Anyways, I hope she comes back. But if she doesn't, it will be November 6th. I believe it'll be at 8 p.m. We will make sure that Michelle puts the link here for you so that you can register. It's free. Again, this one is free. It's just an open house. Come, see, feel, ask questions, meet us all. And I do know that Martine is going to be on the channel. She's also going to be on my channel. And we're going to be having a deeper discussion about her side of all of this as well. I kind of feel like I'm like the middle of the seesaw a little bit, which is great. Oh, she's back. Hi.
Hi. So I was trying to show and share the beautiful design for our beautiful open house. And for some weird reason, it just kind of like said, press this button, press that button, and then all of a sudden you were gone.
Yeah, I took over for a minute.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Okay, it's just me now.
You know what? I knew that you would do that. I was like, oh, she'll just take over. It's no big deal.
All good.
That's what's so great about aligning yourself with somebody that you know you can trust.
Yeah.
Right? And that doesn't have this like possibility of like, oh no, you know, I knew it wasn't going to work. Why did we even think about doing this new thing? You know,
Oh my God, did you see? This is going magically compared to my first YouTube live.
Well, you know, in some ways, even though you're very accomplished and you're very aligned with your greater good, there's a level of this, like almost, I would say, relaxation that you can tap into when you're in your flow.
Yeah.
And that's what I really love about watching and really kind of taking that energy and bringing it into my own personality and understanding how I can relax and be in my flow too, that I don't have to feel like it's all on me. And I was just talking to myself today about this and saying, you know what, Michelle, you don't have to depend on yourself anymore. You have all these wonderful, wise goddesses showing you that don't worry, you're feeling stuck with that. We've got you.
Yeah.
And that's
always somebody that where you left off. You need a break. Yesterday was a no day for me. You know that. And I had no problem. I knew that if something came up, I know who to call, what to ask for. And it's when you're in your flow and in your truth that you're able to ask for help, show your vulnerability. I would message you and I was like, I am having the worst day. And I will say a few years ago, I would have been ashamed to tell anybody that I was having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
I was not having a good day. Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Today is a beautiful day, perfect, amazing day, because I have people like you saying, sending you love. How's it going? Checking in on me. Hey, it's a beautiful day. I want to make sure that you're getting outside and not wallowing. It's amazing to be able to have that, but you have to be in your own personal flow. Otherwise, you won't be able to have other people even interjecting into that flow.
I love that. I love that. That's the thing, is understanding what flow is for you, so you can actually honor it and practice it, so it's not being a burden or creating any more suffering for maybe yourself or others around you. Like, you know, sometimes people like, you know, oh, I can't be around that energy. That's taking me out of my flow. Well, that's
no, that's not flow.
Yeah.
Other energy affecting your flow, that's not flow.
Yeah, I agree.
General movement. That's all that is. That's
that person's confused.
Yeah, or a narcissist. I don't know.
Or something like that.
Something along those lines. But I will say that if you are in flow enough as just a general state, so flow can be really great, and but if you're in flow enough to say, I'm not feeling so much in flow right now, and honoring that, and able to share that with people that you have shared your flow with, like the three of us, you, Martine, and I, we share a flow.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are capable of saying, I'm not in flow to each other without being like, oh, I'm failing you, or I'm so sorry, I'm just having a bad day. Like, no, like, look, I'm having a bad day. Please help. That is flow. That's still flow. That's movement. Flow is movement. So being happy all the time is not flow.
No.
No. Being productive, making things happen for yourself, for your spirit on all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, making movements, growing. That's flow. And that doesn't mean always having a good day. Doesn't mean always having a productive day. Being in flow is staying true to yourself to the point where you can serve yourself, serve others, not empty your cup, and ask for help and receive it openly. That's the flow.
Exactly. Because flow is not a energy that's pushing or
It's not
creating.
pushing, it's not pulling.
Right.
Nothing. It's just flowing.
It's flowing. It's like water.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. Well, I'm opening up my Gmail in Chrome now so I can share the beautiful Sovereign Goddess Doula open house.
That image is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I saw it. I was like,
okay, so now that I have that, I think I will be able to share it because I think what it is, I opened it in Safari and that got everybody confused.
That's what happened.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
We can also make it the cover image of this video. I'll show you how to do that.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely have to learn that tip. Let's see, share. I'm sharing. Okay, it says, oh, share. I've got the audio. Okay. I've got that. Oh, I see. I have to click on what I'm sharing. I get you. Okay, you've got to, it's one step after another here.
There we go.
Can you see it?
Yep. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it.
So that's it. The Sovereign Goddess Doula open house. Experience a never before seen mastermind for empathic. Am I having a problem with my brain tonight?
Did I just blow your mind again?
Awakened yet abundantly minded entrepreneurs. Wow, juicy. And where the Julian Method Rise of the Goddess Facebook group, which we'll definitely put in the comments.
Yes, so I will be sharing it to my group as well, and I'm sure Martine will share it to hers.
Yes.
I'm also, so I have a few people, all of you on YouTube following me. I'm so grateful. I've only been there for like 4 days, and I've already got like so many of you commenting saying that you're not on Facebook, and I honor that. I wish I had that bravery. I will be creating a secret playlist for this so that you still will be able to have access to this and the Zoom links.
Wow, fantastic. That's very, very exciting. I am so happy that you had the time tonight and that you were in flow and you were able to receive it.
Yesterday, I'd have been like, sorry, no.
Exactly. You were able to receive the beautiful fall weather and your children's joy.
Such a beautiful day. Oh my gosh.
Running around, being children, and really honoring you because you're such a great mother. You really put so much thought into what it is that you want to do and be for them. And it's not about necessarily for you. It's always for them, right? And that's kind of like your running theme, for the greater good, yes, for the greater children.
They're the greater good. I'm just here to do good, but they're great and they're good.
Right. Right. Exactly. This has been such a juicy conversation, just like it always is. And it's been entertaining and fun at the same time. And I just know YouTube is going to love it. And you'll be sharing it, I'm sure, on your playlist.
Everywhere. I'll be making clips and sharing it with you. I'll show you that little hack that I've created for the stories.
Oh, wow. That is mind-blowing what you did.
I was like, that's the sexiest thing I've created in a while.
That was super sexy and super like mind provoking. Like, what did she just say? What? I had to play it over and over.
And there were 6 of them over and over. Yeah.
I know. Awesome. Does it stay into a feed that you can save?
It stays in a loop. Yeah.
Oh, so you can actually share that story again.
Yeah. It'll be right here.
Oh yeah, you got to show me that.
Hack. I'm gonna be doing a live about it. So.
Oh my god, love it.
I've never gotten more views. It was like almost 600, I think, before I put it up again recently, and I've already got like 16 or 17 within the last like 20 minutes.
That's phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I love when you find something that nobody else is doing. Right. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, now I'm going to start to pay attention.
Right? Break the paradigm.
Yes, break the paradigm. Rise your goddess energy. Come with us. Come and have a fabulous time in our open house.
Yeah, this is going to be really great. I'm excited for everyone who's going to join us. Things are going to change. Things are going to change. Come open and ready. Come scared if you need to, but come. Because things are going to get exciting for you. Things are going to change rapidly and in such a way where you're like, am I on a... No, I'm not on a roller coaster. I'm not. It's just going to happen so quickly.
Yes.
So beautifully.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. We really just want to recreate what we did for each other, for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's what's so fun is that we've already done this experiment. You've done it many times, but the three of us have already done it for each other and we've gone through it. So it's going to be even juicier.
Right? We took good notes, everybody. We took really good notes.
Yes. It's already been beta tested.
Yes. We have done it. And it is proven to be a paradigm shifting, reality creating, self-love inducing. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. It's just so much.
So I'm shuffling the deck to give you one last
card
of being.
No, I'm not leaving without my card.
Becoming the goddess that you already are. Let's see what they want to tell you tonight, because you and I have been hanging out together and we always get that great wisdom flow coming, and we just start really channeling just such juicy things. So I am now going to ask you, how many cards would you like me to pick?
I think I only need one today.
Okay. Okay. Do you want one from the masculine energy or the feminine?
Feeling really masculine today, so I'm going to say feminine.
Okay. Here we go. Oh my God.
I can't see it. The screen is super tiny. What does it say?
When we own the story, we can write a brave new ending.
It's Brene Brown, right?
Yep.
Own the story. I am not going to cry on YouTube. I'm just not going to do that.
I just took a picture.
That is exactly what I'm doing with so many different aspects of my life.
I think this is so true for you and for me and for all of humanity. We are needing to own that story and rewriting that brave new one.
Mm-hmm. Reminds me of another quote I saw a few days ago, maybe. Totally not my own. I'm not making this up. Everybody saw it on Facebook. Something about we can't fix what we won't admit.
I think I've heard that one. That's a good one. I like that.
Really good one. It goes right back into what you were talking about at the very, very, very beginning of this live about imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And how we just kind of won't admit to ourselves our strengths. Mm-hmm. So not only can we not fix what we can't admit, but we can't actually create what we won't admit either.
Yes. It's so true. It's so true. And the more we stay in that lighter vibration of flow and figure out what our own code is to keep finding and tuning that energy, the more we will be able to really help each other raise that consciousness for greater good of the humanity and of the world.
We're all here to save the world. Nobody's gonna do it by themselves. We all have to do it together.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's time. It's time for us to really step into that leadership of understanding. And I'm not going down unless I'm fighting tooth and nail. Okay? Tooth and nail, I am not leaving this planet Earth until I am ready.
And we're here to do something with that. And I mean, my biggest fear, I'll be honest with everybody, my biggest fear is dying without fulfilling my purpose. To do that, I mean, I just got chills just thinking about it.
I did too.
On my deathbed.
It just kind of goes all down my arm.
Right? Oh, this makes me feel gross and sad. To die without fulfilling my purpose and knowing what my purpose is and not doing it's so easy. It's not hard. It's not hard. You just have to be brave. You don't have to be brave, like stupid brave, like run them through traffic. You just have to get out there and get your word out, speak up a little bit, have some conversations, which is something Michelle is going to help a lot with everything. She's such a conversationalist. She starts the right conversations with the right people and handles them so elegantly. It's just like, wow. That's just the way that she's just like, oh, I had this chat and I had that chat and I had that chat. Next thing I know, what? Just what do?
I know. I was going, oh, so we're going to go on a Zoom call and this is the date and that we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then, oh yeah, so when the pandemic is over, we're going to do a retreat and then this is going to happen and that's how it's going to.
Yeah, that's her flow. She flows with connections. One connection leads to the next connection, which is the next connection. That's her flow. And it's just very elegant. She's very wise about it as well.
Yeah. And I'm really understanding, I don't have to be like you were talking. This is something that I've been honing in on a skill is I don't have to be discerning of who I start networking online anymore. I know who will want to network with me.
Because you're aligned. You have that alignment that we created for you.
Yes, I have the alignment and I have the clarity. And so they see it. And what's happened, I guess Facebook has this new thing where they suggest people for you to follow or to connect with.
Yes.
And
I
so
have over 500 new friend requests and I'm like, no.
Listen. Give me access to your Facebook. I'll look at it and I'll decide.
I'm like, God, no, I can't. It's like 504, I think, was I saw this morning.
Oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot.
A lot.
Is that over the the month or 3
I
months?
think it's over the last, like, I look at it like once every 2 weeks or so, the friend requests.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's too many.
I don't
That's
even think I have that much room left.
well, I guess, I don't know. I don't have that many, so I'm thanking God that I don't. So, but it's good. It's good because I don't really need to figure that out anymore, because the thing is I always have been a networker or a connector, having my own business as a massage therapist, working with clients back in the day when massage was not even like that well known.
Right.
So I really went out door to door in connecting with businesses, giving my
that from your dad too, right?
knocking on the door and saying, "Hi, my name is Michelle. Nice to meet you." You know, you like shaking your hand. My dad taught me how to shake a person's hand.
Aww.
And how to look the person in the eyes. You can always look at the person in their eyes when you're talking to them. You don't look down. You always look at them. And so I learned that really, really young. So it was a skill that I kind of brought into my business naturally, and people were always like blown away by like that skill, and they'd kind of wonder how I developed it from my dad, like since I was a little kid. So
you're going to be a natural in real estate then.
It is something I could definitely have like a forum where I could kind of talk about how to do it, like we were talking about earlier, you know, having a forum where people want to know how to network without feeling depleted and not knowing what to say and how to do it and all that. I could definitely do that. It would be fun.
It'd be fun. Another thing to put on our list. Yay.
Yes. Yay. All right. Well, thanks for joining, and you have a wonderful evening. And thank you so much. And we will be chatting and talking to each other, I'm sure, in the next couple of hours or days or nights. You know. It depends on our flow. And we're going to sign off for tonight.
Yes. So everybody, thank you for having me here, Michelle. And everybody, look forward to having Michelle on my own channel. And we are going to be talking more about flow from the feminine aspects, so that you can get an even more balanced perspective of how she helps me stay in flow, because I need it. She does a really good job.
We all do. We need that support. We need to ask for the help, allow for that help to come in, and really receive it. And you're starting to do that, and now that's why you've got these beautiful decks that are all about flow. I can't wait to get
the flow deck. I haven't announced mine yet. I'm letting Michelle get her launch out of the way before I launch mine.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not gonna open. No, you know me better than that.
I wouldn't even worry about it. It's like completely different than
mine. I want to put my energy into your deck, and then we can all put energy into mine. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I like that idea. I can't
collaborate.
I love it. I love this collaboration.
I love you.
I love you.
I can't wait for you to visit. Come as soon as possible.
I can't wait. I can't wait to come and visit you. You're not that far, so I should come.
No, not that much further than your Vermont house.
No, definitely not. Well, yeah, it takes me 3 hours, so.
I don't think it'll take that long to get here.
No, definitely not. Well, I hope the audience enjoys this amazing live launch of the Rise of the Goddess Collective with Jessa Grace Martine and Michelle Julian. Stay tuned for the next live. Bye for now. Wave, Jessa.